Hello everyone, Tech for TV Eyes here. Today we'll be going over the Mantis Q40 File Manager. The File Manager allows you to browse, delete, copy, and perform all the file operations you would expect from a PC file manager. There are two ways to get to the File Manager application. First, you can use the spacebar to navigate to the File Manager application, or you can use first letter navigation, F for File Manager. So I'm going to hit F for File Manager, and now I'm going to hit Enter. Once in the File Manager, you can browse through your files and folders using the spacebar or first letter navigation. Folder names have an 8-dot symbol in front of the folder name. Press Enter on a folder to open it. Press Escape to return to the list of folders. Some basic commands to know include the following. In order to mark or unmark a single folder or file, locate it and press Ctrl with Enter. In order to mark or unmark all files and folders, press Ctrl with A. Marking a file or folder means selecting it, and unmarking means unselecting it. Note that before you can perform an action on a file or folder, such as cut, copy, or paste, you must first mark the desired file or folder. In order to open a file or folder, press Enter. To get additional information on a file or folder, like the name, path, file type, size, and date it was modified on, locate the item and press Ctrl with I. The Ctrl with I shortcut can also be used to expose the amount of internal memory of a drive. In order to rename a file or folder, press F2. In order to delete a file or folder, press the Delete key, which is located at the top right corner of your device. In order to copy a file or folder, press Ctrl with C. In order to cut a file or folder, press Ctrl with X. In order to paste a file or folder, press Ctrl with V. In order to create a new folder, press Ctrl with N. In order to search for a file or folder, press Ctrl with F. By default, files and folder names are sorted alphabetically, but you can sort files and folders using different parameters. To change the sorting parameters of your files and folders, press Ctrl with Shift with V. So let's try this now. Ctrl, Shift, and V. Once you do this, the Mantis displays a list of sorting options available, which are name, date, size, and file type. Use the spacebar or first letter navigation to navigate through this list of options. Press Enter to activate the sorting option of your choice. So I'm going to select size, and I'm going to hit Enter to activate it. The Where Am I function allows you to display your current location within the File Manager on the Braille display of the Mantis. To activate the command, press Ctrl with W. So let's do that now. Ctrl with W. And it's telling me that I'm in the Mantis's storage. To select a drive, press Ctrl with D to display a list of available drives. Navigate through this list using the spacebar or first letter navigation. The available drives to choose from are the internal memory, an SD card, or a USB flash drive. So I'm going to press Ctrl with D. And the only drive that comes up for me is storage, which is the internal memory, because I do not have a USB flash drive plugged in. Once you locate a drive, press Enter to confirm your choice. In order to safely eject media, either use the command Ctrl with Function with E or Ctrl with Alt with E. This was using the File Manager on the Mantis Q40. This was Tech for TV Eyes, and thank you for watching. See you in the next video.